Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hauser. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the single back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Handoff heading left. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw, looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
first and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Crucial third down play coming up. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Gets some space around the 30. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Hauser. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
First down here for this offense. Single back, takes the handoff. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him?
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the left side with a toss. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. And now they'll set up for the point after. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now, and he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
critical third down play for this offense right here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This is the deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he used his legs to pick it up.
The Cyclones with 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Cyclones pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So, second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Cyclones are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Running back grabs it on a screen.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got it, a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hauser. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first down and still going. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down at 10. They're trying to run it with the option. Powerful running here. Gets past the tackler into open space now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looks right for a quick completion. Great footwork, a big opening now. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Tackle, but first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they stop him short of the goal line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. You'll call for the fair catch here. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home with a blitz and gets the sack.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Just trucks the man. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Oh, it's a reverse. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff, refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down mark. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And there's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the Cyclones have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Pass caught, can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Iowa State. They will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On the run here, lets it go. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short in the +27. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He'll try a pass here. It's caught. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's 1st and goal.
And the Bruins hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down and goal. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass rush closing in. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that 1st and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on 3rd down.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got some room. Can he get there? And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Touchdown, UCLA. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to throw for it on third and short. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
The Cyclones come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. An inside div now from the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Here we go, third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time that's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Offense facing second and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to.
Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Bruins just hoping to run this clock out here in the final minute. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.